When you're building this platform, I'm thinking about all the different technologies that would go into this platform without having actually used it. Of course, whenever you pitch an idea, you'll never hear people oversimplify things like, oh, why can't it just be Zoom, right? Like, why do I even need Cambly at all? Give us an idea of where you focus your engineering efforts. What was it unique that you discovered that you said, hey, these are the features, technical features that we need that are going to help second language learners have a really good experience?
Yes, I think it starts with like the sort of core fundamentals, the basics. Like we wanted to make it so it was just incredibly easy to be able to start having a conversation like right now. This was not something, this was pretty unusual at the time. And actually, like even today, we may be still the only service that gives you like on demand instant access to a native English speaker over video chat. And so really coming from like a customer centric view, like we just wanted to make it so easy that you might as well do it basically. Like I think a lot of services out there either piggyback on other video chat technologies like a Skype, for example, or a lot of it's all like reservation only and it may not be that easy to get a slot. And so we wanted to kind of go to the opposite side of that spectrum where you open our app, you press a button, and within a few seconds you're talking to someone. Just make it incredibly easy. I mean, we made the app almost comically simple. It was like one button, and when you hit it, you got a native English speaker instantly. Actually, like it was so simple, but also such a unusual experience for students that sometimes we'd answer that call and people would just assume that it's like a pre-recorded video and you'd have to be like, hey, I'm actually really here, like I'm talking to you, Albert. Right? Like and then it would kind of blow people's minds that we could deliver a person instantly, across the world. And so I think there are a lot of parallels to a service like Uber where the app is really simple, but there's actually a lot of technology behind the scenes in order to deliver this experience. For example, if you want to be able to provide a tutor within seconds every time someone hits that button, you have to be able to predict what your demand is going to be any hour of any day. And then you have to set up systems so you have enough supply to service that demand. So that kind of gives you a sense of the types of challenges we have to solve early on. But we really kind of initially prioritized just delivering this seamless customer experience, which I think really made us stand out in terms of the other services, other kind of similar types of services that were out there. And then we kind of, once we got that core experience right, we started to build in other technology to make the experience even better. And so things like building a messaging system so you can like send text chat back and forth. That's actually a feature that for a short time, we experimented with the Spanish app, which, as I mentioned, there's much less demand for learning Spanish than there is learning English. But what was cool about that is Kevin and I got to be students. And so we got to feel the student experience. And we pretty quickly realized, like, I want to be able to send text back and forth. Like, this is really hard to do without the ability to do that. And so we built that feature. And so it kind of gives you a sense of like the iteration cycles we were going through in the early days. We made it also so you could translate that. You could use Google Translate to translate any text. Just what are the things that you need? We built out student profiles so a tutor could quickly see like what are the student looking for? What are their goals? What is their level, right? So if they switch tutors, there was a clean handoff. So things like that, you can imagine just like, how do you create the best experience for the student possible? There's a bunch of things like that to enhance the actual video chat. Eventually, we went and built out some curriculum for people who wanted a bit more structure. And so, yeah, we've kind of layered on a bunch of other pieces of technology to make for the best customer experience we can.
Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel for more great IT thought leadership. And thanks to our partners at Salesforce Platform for making this show possible. Go to salesforce.com/newsletter to discover timely insights and useful tips tailored to your role.